They both fit in the palm of my hand. If I set them down, they'll take off. They're like, ah, run! I'll get them used to me eventually. Mimi's like, stop petting them and start petting me. Yeah, I have to indoctrinate them. Yeah. I have to imprint on them. Yeah, good kitties. Mimi's like, you can imprint on me. Yeah. Run, Forrest, run. Whew, almost. Can't get away from me. Yeah. You can't get away. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Got a tick on your face. I have to pluck that. I'm gonna have to pluck that. Pluck it real good. I put extra garlic in the cat food so you guys don't get as many ticks. Garlic and cinnamon. Cinnamon garlic. Yeah. Cinnamon garlic. Garlic and cinnamon. Yeah. Ain't no ticks on me. Yeah, I wear thieves oil, so I don't get no ticks. Yeah. Alright, I'll leave you guys be. I just gave Trigger some dewormer medicine because my mom was worried about him. So I just got back from town. Callie looked like she got into a fight. And she had some issues. You see this bucket, you think it's food, but it's the medicine bucket. Yeah, it's the medicine bucket. So all the little ones got out, but you can't get out. Why is that? Where did they get out? I know they didn't get out there, see? This was their main escape route, but I fixed it. Because somebody else wouldn't do it for me. Even though he's here all week long. Right? Because he's a dodo. More than that. Worse than that. But anyways. So I gotta figure out where they're getting out and fix it. There was actually 3 places they were getting out. Oh, looks like maybe this might be one of them. Yeah, this is definitely too high. So they're probably getting under there. So I'll have to fix that. That's too high. There's little Trigger. Might call him Mellow Yellow because he's so mellow. I don't know if he's got worms or he's just mellow. Mellow Yellow. But we'll find out. He didn't really look sick. But he's always been kind of mellow. Although his ears kind of had some issues. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'll have to do some homework on it. Little Trigger. So I'm just looking for their escape route. Oh, this is where they went out. Yep, that's where they got out. So I have to get some gravel in here. I bet you that's where it was. But Cleopatra's too big, she can't get under there. I don't mind the little ones getting out too much. I don't mind any of them getting out too much if I got the once I get the perimeter done. But I trimmed up, well, I cut out some trees. So they're enjoying that. It's all cedar. I did that yesterday. So they'll eat the crap out of those. I didn't want to cut down too many trees. But in doing this, it'll allow more grass to grow. I should probably only take out one tree at a time every time I come home. Till, I've got the appropriate amount. But this area is real dark in here, so and there's no grass growing. So once they get done eating it up, then the grass will grow, and I'll come in and trim these cedars so more sunlight can get up underneath there. And of course they'll eat what they can reach. But, like I said, I'm doing a little bit at a time. I don't want to overdo it. And then the cedar that will make good poles, I'll put them in a section where I can basically sell them and make cedar poles. Or, to people who want cedar poles. So yeah, and that gives them a little bit more nutrients while this stuff is growing. Next month I'm selling, I think 10 goats, about 10 goats, about half the herd. So, and David's got to go, so David's gonna have to either find a new home for his goats or sell them. Now, if he leaves them here, he's going to forfeit ownership because he's already cost me too much money as it is. But I'm not going to just take his goats because that'll just give him another thing to complain about. Oh, Kano's trying to steal my goats. He's already trying to say I'm trying to steal 2 goats that are not really his. It's like he's only got 3 goats left because he lets them all die. And then he wants to try to claim mine, and then he goes around telling everybody I'm trying to steal his, when it's the other way around. I swear, he reminds me of the government. The government that he preaches so poorly about, or whatever you want, speaks so poorly of, he acts just like them. So, just like them. So my trail cam's probably not going to pick up anything for 3 weeks because the goats are going to be in this yard for 3 weeks, and if I move it, it's not like it's going to see anything. We got too many trees in the way. So what I want to do eventually is oh, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. That trailer that David has that we turned into a mobile goat house, pig house, whatever. What I want to do is get another one of those. I'm going to get my own so David can't say I'm trying to steal his. And set up my automatic deer feeder on it. As well as, oh, there goes a snake. Or a lizard. That's a snake. I thought I was moving too fast for a lizard, but it's moving pretty good. I don't know what kind of snake it is, but can't be poisonous, otherwise it wouldn't be running from me. Anyhow, so the goats are liking that cedar, so that's good. So yeah, once they eat that down, I'll chop it up and move it out of here. And then more grass will grow in here. I want the trees to be approximately 12 foot apart. So that one there, I might leave it and just trim it up because I think it's a hickory. It's growing just on the edge of that cedar. So I might leave it. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get more sunlight in here. You know, you want the shade, but at the same time, you don't want too much shade because then the grass won't grow and then the water will erode all the dirt down in the creek. So, yeah. So it looks like this here tree's got to go too because it's too close to that other one. And it's pretty much dead. So if I take it out, then it'll give room for the other ones to grow and stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna put the other goat yard 14 foot away. So there'll be the potential 14-foot driveway through here. And potential. Now, there probably won't be because of the trees, and I'm probably not going to take the trees out. But it'll be wide enough to where we can at least get, you know, ATVs through there. So, and I got to do something over here. The black and white Kiko jumped the fence. And luckily I caught it in time because I saw her hanging here upside down. She had got her hoof caught in here and it twisted. And she was hanging upside down with her foot up in the air and I freaked out. So I ran over here, jumped the fence. I couldn't get her untangled. I had to pick her up and lift her up in the air and get her elevated because she was like, it was bent over this way. So I had to get her up elevated so I can get her hoof untangled from this. And she's been limping, but she's getting better. Today she's just kind of favoring that foot. But she looks like she's actually walking on it today, so that's good. So, oh yeah. So my mom and I fixed a couple spots. Well, we rewired the fence in a few places. I lowered this and lowered this. A lot of times you can just twist these loose and then slide it down. And I tried to do that without them breaking, but this top one broke, so I had to replace it. But we just kind of been lowering the fence where the goats are or could be getting out. And then if it's still a problem, then I put a T-post in the halfway point. Like I did down here. So yeah, you just you do the fence how you think it needs to be done, and then if the goats outsmart you, then you just outsmart them by putting a T-post or something in the way so they can't do it anymore. So that's what I did here. So these T-posts are 4 foot apart. Originally they were 8 foot apart. So even though I'm not really a fan of it, like David originally put the T-posts in that first yard 16 foot apart on the east side and on the south side. But maybe that's not exactly a bad idea. Put them 16 foot apart, and then if there's a place that they can or will or are getting out, then you put another T-post at the 8 foot mark, bring it down. And then if that doesn't do the trick, then you put another one at the 4 foot mark. So they won't be exactly uniform. There will be, you know, it'll just be random, but it'll be even, you know. So it's expensive to put them every 4 foot. So, you know, 16 foot might be an ideal temporary solution, but it's not an ideal permanent solution. So, but yeah, like David said, if they're not getting out, what's the problem? However, It's not a matter of if they are getting out, it's if they can get out. And so what you do is you set it up maybe 16 foot apart, see if they can get out. If they can, then put a T-post every 8 foot in those areas. And then if that's not good enough, then you put in another T-post at 4 foot. And that's why I went with the 8 foot rule, because if you do, most farmers will do either 5 foot or 8 foot. And I picked 8 because if the halfway point of 5 is what, 2.5, and that's way too close together. So I figure we'll go 8, and then if they're getting out, we'll put one at the halfway point, which is 4. And it's an even number too. So like right here, they were getting out here. So I put this in the other day, and then my mom and I piled some rocks in here. Now they can't get out. But this has been one of their escape routes for several months. But I, of course, have to do it, even though I supposedly do nothing when I come home. So, and he does everything. So yeah, you can see through my videos what gets done while I'm gone and what don't get done while I'm gone. But like that one spot over by the red lick tubs that I just showed you, he didn't really fix the problem. He just threw some more rocks and sticks in there, which is fine if it works, but it wasn't a solution for this particular location. So I had to come back and put a T-post in, because obviously he wouldn't. So yeah, when the goats get out, you just figure out where they're getting out, fix the problem. And if they get out again, figure it out, fix the problem. And that's what you got to do. Don't just ignore the problem like David does. David Ray, aka Judas, my backstabbing so-called friend, who's been going around talking trash on me since 2018 or 19, somewhere in there. Well, Sarah came to the property in 2019, so that's really when it started getting bad, because she was trash talking me to my own mother. And David does that too. It's like my friend Cindy said, he's got to be really delusional if he's gonna if he thinks he can talk your mother into turning her back on you and taking his side. She's actually the one who helped wake me up to his bull crap, because I mean, I saw it, but I didn't really realize how bad it was. And sometimes you have to have other people bring it to your attention before you really realize how bad a situation is. But she wasn't the only one. I mean, her boyfriend brought it to my attention, and other people were bringing it to my attention. I'd say 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, probably about 24 people have been trying to wake me up over the last few years. And I don't know, I just trusted him too much. So, and about 9 of the people he goes around trash talking me to, and then they report back to me. So he thinks they're his friends, but they actually report back to me all the crap he says behind my back. So I just finally had enough. So I'm done with them. I started looking for a new business partner this year. I mean, David hasn't really been a business partner for quite some time. like I said, he started petering out on me. Well, he probably was really petering out on me a long time ago, but I really started noticing it around 2018, maybe even 2017 or even 16. But it just gradually has been getting worse, and I gradually have been noticing more and more and more. And like I said, it helps with other people pointing things out. But, and like I said, one person points it out, you don't really think much of it. But when 9, 10, 12, 20 people tell you the same thing, then you start saying, maybe I need to start taking a look at this. You know? So, yeah. Anyways, my mom and I got this done today as well. So we only got 3 sheets on today. It's not finished, but this is the side I'm mostly worried about, so I'm focusing on this side first because it's the direction that all the winds and the rains come from. So, and most of this is all treated lumber, so I'm glad I did that. David complained that I spent too much money on the treated wood, but if I didn't, it would have already started rotting because David doesn't help me do shit around here. So most all of this is either a hard wood that is like recycled pallet wood, or it's I forgot, treated lumber. And I'd say probably 75% of this is recycled material. The only things that I bought was the screws, this plywood, this is treated plywood, the good stuff. The doors, I bought all the material for the doors. And again, I forgot those L brackets. All of the materials for the roost is recycled. Oh, I could use that, reuse that pallet. I'm gonna take that out and use it for my goat house. Oh, and the materials for the roof were all brand new. Those are not recycled. Now, these pieces coming out, not on the top, but on the sides, some of them might be recycled material. But the rest is brand new. I think that's pretty much all I bought. Oh, and the cement. You know, we used rocks from the land, and I went and bought cement, and we put that in there. That's pretty much it. Everything else is recycled. This was the metal roof that came off the house that they arsoned over in Kaplinger that I bought. I bought it after they arsoned it. So I brought it over here to repurpose it. And once I get done, this will be pretty cool, you know. So yeah, I just take these short pieces and put them here on the corners, bend them over, screw them down, and then I put the longer pieces over the top of them. So now overlap. So even though, you know, basically the next piece is going to be a long one like this, and I'm going to put it right here so it'll cover up this hole. So it'll come to right about here and extend out. It probably won't go all the way to the same length as that because it'll be a little further over from that one. But to cover this up. But anyway, so I'm going to do the sides. Or do this side, then I'll do the wraparound. Then after I do the wraparound, I'll start with the other side. And then once I'm done with that wraparound, then I'll put a sheet right in the middle to seal it up. So it'll be good to go. And then I'll start, then I'm gonna put the plastic pieces, because I got plastic ones like this that came from that property as well. Some of them are decent. So I'll put them up at the top for lighting, if they're any good. Otherwise, I'll try to get plexiglass. And I'll just put plexiglass up there, which is actually my original plan, if I can get a decent price on it. But if I can't, then I won't. So, But then I got that plastic over there, and I thought, oh, that would be good. But then again, you know, well, it's high enough, so I don't think the coons can get in there. But I don't know. And then I'll put the boards around and start making my bat houses at the top. So that I'll attract bats, and then the bats will live up in there. And so then the bats will be up there during the day while the chickens are out eating bugs. And then at the evening, when I put the chickens away, then the bats will be flying around eating bugs. At least that's the game plan. We'll see how it works out. Oh, I forgot to close this up. Here's the 2 eggs the rooster was sitting on earlier. I still gotta clean these guys out. These eggs probably aren't any good, really. 29. That's a new one. But we'll see. I don't want to clean them because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So there's one extra in here. Where is it? There it is. Who pooped in the chicken box? Stupid birds. That's better than it was. I need to go wash my hands. So yeah, Pepper right there. I call him Pepper, short for salt and pepper. He was the one sitting on the eggs. Crazy, huh? Alright, I'll wash my hands over here in this one. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 buck. There's a cockroach. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 buck. See if I can catch him. Got him. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 buck. Get it. She got it. Good girl. And that's what chickens are good for. So, anyways. So I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. This is just my farm update. So I gave Callie some medicine. Oh yeah, she was hurting. She got in a fight. So I went today and got some antibiotics for her. And did I put the... Yeah, I did. Okay. So I went and got some antibiotics for her. It's got to be refrigerated, otherwise I'd leave it here for David to give her, if he would. That's one thing David's good about, sorta. You know, if we do have a sick or injured animal, at that point, I think most of the time he's attentive to their needs, but not until then. So it's like he knows better, but he doesn't really do the proper things to do the preventative maintenance that needs to be done. He waits till it's a problem, and then he'll address it. After it's either too late or almost too late. I don't know what his problem is. He just acts like he doesn't care. So yeah, if only a few goats are out, they won't go as far. See, Cleopatra takes them to the hayfield. But they've been staying close. Most of the Nigerians are out. But they've been staying close. Cleopatra couldn't get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goats. Like I said, half of them are going to the market. And then half of the Spanish goats are going to the market. Well, all the bucks are going to the market next month. But, yeah. So I'm going to contact my people and say I got 4 bucks that need to go here in a couple days. As of the 15th, I got 4 bucks that need to go. And if they don't come and get them by June, then I'm going to load them up on a horse trailer and take them to the market myself. If I can catch them. So, yeah. That's why I need a proper corral, and I was going to do that up front. But my new potential business partner, I don't think she wants to do that because it's not going to look good for an Airbnb. She wants to do an Airbnb. So I'll have to set up a corral system back here where Airbnb people won't see it if we do the Airbnb up front. So, but I'm also going to help her buy out all the people in the previous community that I bought into with the trick. There's 20 acres over there. I think it's more like 19 to be exact. David calls it an 18, but it's more like 18 and some change. I mean 19 and some change. So I don't know why he calls it 18 acres when it's actually almost 20. But anyways, so I'm gonna help her buy that one out, and that way she can do whatever she wants over there, and then she can help me do what I want to do over here, and it'll be a win-win. And then I'll just basically either pay her to do what I want her to do over here after we get that place. Right now she'll do like a work stay, but once she gets over there and gets set up over there, then I'll pay her to do the things over here, and or pay somebody else. And then but when I get my cabins built, if I get my cabins built, then she can manage those, and then she'll take basically most of the commissions, and I'll just take, the rest. So she'll get the money for managing it and, running it, managing it, and, cleaning up after the people, which she said most of the time it's easy cleaning up after people. Every once in a while you get a filthy person, but most people are generally clean. So I guess that's it for my farm update for today. I might do another one tomorrow morning. I'm going to get some more work done before sunset. And then figure out where I'm going to go. Oh, I also got to get my truck ready to go for tomorrow. So maybe I'll go do that real quick. Well, I could do that in the evening. But I do still got to go up there and check on my truck because it's idling right now. My optimized idle's broke, so I got to manually idle it whenever it's when the battery gets low. So I got to keep an eye on it. So when I get back on the road tomorrow, they're gonna have me a load going to Chicago so I can get my truck worked on. I got like 4 things that need to be done. What? Sick, pay attention to me. So we got 6, 7, 8 babies so far, and then Swirl's about to have babies. So we got about 20 cats again. We'll probably have about 30 for the summer, and then by winter, Some will get picked off by coyotes and owls, probably foxes, different wild animals. So we usually fluctuate between 15 and 30. And yeah. So anyways, yep, I guess that's it for now. I got the money for my fencing guy, but I had to spend some of it today, and I'll probably have to use some of it throughout the week. But then when I get paid Friday, I'll have that money back and then some. And I also invested in Bitcoin today because it's down to like $30,000 a coin, when it's normally up around $40,000 a coin. So I bought some Bitcoin stock today. Pretty much spent like $300 in Bitcoin stock. So when it goes back up to 40,000, I'll sell it and then put that money into my fencing fund, and then that'll help pay. Bitcoin will help pay for some of my fencing. So that's what I do in the stock market. I got Cash App. My brother turned me on to it, and I just been buying stuff when it's low and selling it when it's high. And then when I sell, I'll go buy something else that's low, and I just keep recycling the money. And I got about $2,000 invested in stocks right now, but I'm down about $250 at the moment, but I've already made probably that much off of it already. So I'm really not down. I've kind of broken even so far. But when Bitcoin goes back up, I'll start making some more money off that and then roll that over. So I'll just keep increasing my my value in that. But I'll either roll that over or I'll pull it out and put it towards my fencing. And then Sophie, ooh, more mulberries. Sophie, my future potential business partner chick, she is actually going to pay me first and last month's rent to come here and help out, which is what I should have been doing with everybody else. She's also going to help me manage that too if we do the work stay again. She'll help me manage those people. And she's like, you should have been charging first and last month's rent, and then if they work, then you don't charge them the next month's rent, you know, type of thing. If they don't work, then they got to pay rent or get out. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I should have been doing, but I just haven't been doing it because I need the help, you know. It's like, I expect people to be as honest as I am. I've been doing like the honor system, but I guess most people aren't really honorable. So, yeah, I'm just not a hard ass. I need somebody like her or my brother down here, you know, who are more stern about certain things. But that I'm not, you know. So I just need that. I need a little nudge, like Santa Claus created a cologne. Santa Claus in that movie created a clone so he could be at two places at once, and he called himself, no, his clone created more clones, I think, and called him the Little Nudge. And so it was crazy. But anyways, that's what I need. I need the little nudge. Yeah, see, my truck stopped running. So the battery's charged up, and I could turn the AC unit on. I got like an optimized idle AC unit system. So I'll turn that on, and then I'll go get to work. Okay, bye.